Unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, my PTs, for giving me a chance to share about the digestive. My name is Jane Hungura. I'm a banker by profession. I'm a mother. I'm married to Joshua. And I do this business part-time. I joined the business a while ago. And my why was to make an extra income. That is why I joined the business, because you may ask, because I'm working in the banking industry, or about where the strategy about the money. We know the salary has never been enough. So I joined because of, I needed an extra income. I was not able to meet my bills well. Now I've been able to make an extra income during my free time. The challenge I had when I was joining was I was wondering how will I get time. But I thank my mentors for sharing with me and training as well. So I was able to know how to create extra time. There's a time you don't utilize well, and I was able to understand during my free time, I can do something extra. And that's how I do my business. Maybe during my lunch hour, maybe after 5, because I do a job from 8 to 5. And actually that has really helped me and have really changed my life and touched a number of lives of some other people. And where I work, most of the people could ask me whether they could get a chance to work there. But now, you know how things are going these days, getting a job is an issue. And that's how I'm able now to share with such people about an opportunity where they can make an extra income. So these are just God blessing opportunity. It has really helped me to touch a number of lives. I've used the products, they are amazing. Every day I use my products, and they've made me to always, I feel very energetic. I've shared even with my kids, and I see a lot of difference even in performance. So the products are just amazing. Today I will not talk so much about myself. I want to talk about the topic on digestive health. And digestive actually involves everything we take into our bodies help us to live, except for oxygen, the rest enters through the digestive tract. So everything we take actually has to go through the process of digestive. And the role of digestive system is to break down and digest food we eat. And actually that is a big role, because it helps all the organs to get the energy to be able to perform. And still it helps to absorb the nutrients that digestion releases from our food to fuel the metabolic processes in our bodies. And then also it eliminates the waste from the digestive processes. And because we know once the waste materials, if we don't have a way of eliminating them from our bodies, that can be a very, very big issue. And actually, this is a very vital and a complex system. If any part of the processes is not functioning well, it can cause very unpleasant symptoms and challenges. We know when you have such challenges, what we go through. And the challenges we usually go through is like heartburns, constipations, bloating, gas. They are mostly caused because we don't take enough liquids, we don't take enough water. That is one of the causes. And then we take very, very little fiber from the food we eat. And also something we also causes this is stress. You know, once the stress is there, it affects almost everything from the digestive side of it. And then the digestive system actually starts from the mouth. When we are chewing our food, also the saliva. And also there is another key organ, esophagus, which is just like a tube. It helps in swallowing and has a smooth muscles, which contracts to ease the food movement. And then something else which is very key is stomach. It produces some enzymes, which are used to break down the food. And also the small intestines, they actually almost all the nutrients are absorbed here. So it's a very, very key organ. Okay, there's in elimination, we've got a number of organs like colon, rectum, anus. They are used in elimination of the waste materials. And actually, if like now the body is not able to eliminate this, it can even easily make somebody to lose life so easily, rather than even when somebody is losing, it's failing to have enough nutrients. So it's very, very key to know about the elimination when there's a challenge. And we know most of the challenges like autoimmune, most of the times we know they are caused by challenge in digestion system. So it's very, very key to know how we can work with our digestive system to ensure we don't go through all those things. And actually, we've got a number of organs which are used, which will affect all these. The organs like salivary gland, they are used, pancreas, gallbladders, and liver, they are all used in these. So actually, it is very, very key to take care of our digestive system. And actually, for our diet, we need a lot of fiber, both soluble and insoluble, and that one we can get it from the vegetables and fruits. And because of the way we know the challenges we are having today, the way we grow the plants, the way they are grown, there are a lot of chemicals which are used, so we are not getting enough of it. Through cooking, still we lose a lot of nutrients because of the heat we are utilizing. And there are so many challenges we are having today. Sometimes you don't get fresh ones. And you find you don't get enough of this, according to what we are supposed to expect from the diets. So there's a number of lists which we are going through because of lack of the right nutrients. And everyone, if you've not been using the products, or you've got some friends, tell them why we need to add our food supplements because of those challenges, the way the chemicals we are taking and everything we are doing, using the aluminum is also not very healthy. So there are so many challenges. When you're feeling we are eating well, you find we are not, the cells are not allowing us to eat very well. So the solution from it, and as we try to prepare whatever we are supposed to take, there are some supplements I would advise each and everyone to get use of them. And one of them, the key one, is the way we talk about ProVitality. And if somebody is not going to make to use the ProVitality, talk about the Formula 4. If the Formula 4 will not be able to, because it has got some threonines in it, because our basic product is threonine. Threonine is from whole grain. It helps the membrane of the cells to be soft, so it to be permeable to the nutrients we are giving to our body. And threonine is very, very key. That one I'm not emphasize on it because we all know about the work of the threonine, which helps somebody to feel energetic. It helps you to feel like you feel like when you're working, you're not feeling like you are tired. It helps us to feel better. And actually, the main other products we need, the threonine, we know in every station, we need to use the threonine because it's very, very key. And so it's also advisable also to take the detox because might be having some challenges because of the way the chemicals are made in our bodies, and there are a lot of them. And you find most of the challenges they are coming up because of those chemicals. That is why we need also to detox. But starting with, if somebody is not able to take that, and then something else will help in, we've talked about stress. Something will help us to minimize that is Aloe Vera Plus, which is very, very key. It helps the physical and mental calmness. So it reduces the stress. And we know the body, once the body gets stressed, it affects even digestive way. It travel to somewhere new to you. You find some other people, they are not able to go for their long calls because the body feels it is stressed. So Aloe Vera Plus, it helps that, to improve that, and you're able to stay calm. And then something else which is also very, very important is garlic arium. Actually, is a natural antibiotic. Like now we are talking so much about immunity. Garlic is also very key when you're talking about the COVID-19. And once we raise our immunity, it's actually, we are good to go. So it's a natural antibiotics. It actually, it's able to destroy the bad bacteria, because we know in our bodies, we are having the bad and good bacteria. And the synthetic antibiotics, the affects both the good and bad bacteria. Our natural garlic is very, very key because it only spoils and it is destroying bacteria. So you use it mostly, like at home when you're using our garlic, there are some people who usually tell you, and Bona, why can't I use the garlic from the market? Let them understand, like the garlic from the market, sometimes you will have to cook it and it gets spoiled from the cooking and the preparations. And then like when you put it in the mouth, we know the saliva is able to spoil some of the nutrients in the, like earlier, from the garlic. So we should let them understand, because we have the information, let them understand the importance of, they understand the importance of also having the garlic. Also, it's made from different types of allium vegetables. So it's not just picked from garlic only. You know, sometimes some people, they think it's just come from the garlic. And also the technology which is used by NeoRive, it maximizes the absorption of all the nutrients in garlic without being destroyed by the stomach acids. We know the stomach acids will destroy some of the it's actually the contents. So actually, the allium can be destroyed by saliva and even the acids from in the stomach. And then else which is also very, very key. Now the fiber is very, very, very key to in digestion, because we talked about the soluble and insoluble fiber. And if the fiber is not there, you find it has the challenge in digestion. And actually, when we are taking enough fiber, it helps us to eliminate some of the challenges like blood cholesterol, which can affect our hearts. So fiber is very, very, very key, and it is taken actually before the meals. It helps you feel the fullness in the stomach. Like at the moment, I'm on fiber. Yeah, it's good to be treating ourselves very well. It's not only telling people about the good things, and we are not bringing them to ourselves. So we need to be starting with ourselves. And then something else which is very, very key is stage 6. Stage 6, it assists with actually easy stool movement over the eliminative functions. Because you know there are some people who get really challenged. They find they have got constipation. They are not able to pass their long haul, and they've an issue in this, and it is really disturbing. So actually, stage 6, it helps, and we usually take it within for some other 7 days, and we start taking it like we start with 1 tablet. And if you find it's not working very well, when you wake up in the morning and you go to the one, you take 2 of them until you find it is working. You can add to 3, or the maximum you can do is 4. So it's very, very key product in helping that. And actually, it enables the body to rid itself of waste, and which is very, very important. It's elimination is very, very important as getting the abundance of the essential nutrients in our daily diet. Just the way we take care of to see we are getting the right nutrients, we also should need to check well whether the elimination is as good as that. So we is all the waste products created by metabolic activities are toxic. And that is why they are bringing about the autoimmune diseases. So we need to be very keen to see like we are able to pass well the stool. And we know those autoimmune diseases, they are very, very expensive to heal. So when you're using the products, and when somebody tells you about they feel like the products are high, they're expensive. It's expensive comparing with what? With all these challenges we are talking about, the autoimmune, where we hear people talking about millions of money to raise for such challenges. So it's good for them to understand. Let us get the information and let them also understand about them. Then inability to eliminate waste than even lack of the right nutrients. So it's that serious. So when we are talking about feeding well, also we check also on how to let the elimination of the waste products to work very well to us. So essential proper elimination is key, and how we take it for granted actually. We even don't think about it. We think it's automated, but we fail to check on the right things we are going to suffer, or the people who allowed us to suffer. So it's good when you have the information to share it. Talk about taking enough water. Doing exercise is very key. and also taking a lot of vegetables and fruits because of the fiber. And also we need to minimize the stress by doing what we have said today. So supplements are very key. It's not something we not go without them, because it helps us to work on this, because we have had so many challenges on why we are failing to get all these benefits for the nutrients from our food. That is why we need all of us, we need to supplement. This is not meant for the sick people. I'm not sick, I'm using the products. It's meant for all of us. As long as you are eating the other food, you also need to use the products to get the maximum from all these. Thank you so much for the time I've been given. And I really appreciate. I hope we've shared something of a lot of importance to us, which is going to help us to be able to share with other people. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to invite our great reader. She is Ruth Koesh. She is a great reader. She has been doing the business. She has used the products, and she has run, even if she has not stayed so much in the business, she has been able to do the basics, and she is good to share with us a very amazing topic. Asante sana. Karibu sana Ruth. Ruth, unanipata?
Yes. Hello.
Karibu sana. Smiling well. Karibu sana. Take us through.
Asante.
So
I'm stepping in for Ruth. My name is Yvonne Chepngetich, and I'm so excited to be part of this meeting today. I'm really excited, and today I'm going to share to you about the power of a smile. So, smiling is an effective tool to build a bridge between two people. Like sometimes when approaching maybe a customer or a client, the first thing that they see is your facial expression. And the most vivid expression is a smile. So smiling is a way of welcoming the customer or the prospect, and they can easily talk to you. So my first point is that a smile builds trust. A sincere smile creates a sense of trust among those who want to place their trust in you. Especially like maybe you're selling client. If you are talking about, can be able to build that rapport with the client. So sorry. Another tool is that trust is an important business tool, and it creates brand loyalty. When we talk about brand loyalty, I'm talking about, you find that you have one customer, and every time they come back to you to ask for a new thing, like they bought maybe the zinc, the next time they come for a different product, because they are loyal to you because of how you approach them. Okay. Another thing is a smile attract customers. If you are a person and you see one person that is smiling and the other one who is frowning, who will you be attracted to? Obviously, it's the smiling person. So when you smile, you attract a customer to come to you. Another point is that smiling activates dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin, which creates a natural allure that draws people in. Another point is that it makes people want to do business with you. There's a point that I saw, if there is a smiling person and a frowning person, you find that when you smile, the frowning person may end up also smiling. And this is very, very effective in business, even in our real life business. Yeah. Most people want to associate with happy people, and a smile is one way to show that you are happy. So always try to smile, even if not everything is going as you wanted it to be, but just smile and it activates those mood enhancing hormones. Another thing is that a smile is contagious. I think if I smile right now, I'm sure there are other people who are in the meeting that they are smiling as well. I can see Jane is also smiling now. Yeah, and I'm sure other people are smiling as well, because it is infectious or contagious. You just can't find like you're the only person smiling. It creates a domino effect in that it replicates whatever you are doing. So another point is a smile is a truly powerful and mysterious phenomenon that makes people around you smile. Like before, most people want to do business with happy people. We just don't want to be starting every day and you are sad, you are low. Yeah, we want happy people, even though everything is not going as planned. Just make an effect of smiling. So another point is a smile is a sign of emotional intelligence. Most people want to associate themselves with emotional intelligent people, and a smile is one of the ways to show that you are intelligent. So always try to smile throughout your day, talking to your customers, talking to your prospects, whoever you are talking to, even in your family, at home, smile to your children, your friends. Yeah. Another point is that strangers are mostly attracted to emotionally intelligent people. Like maybe you don't know me, but if I smile, it makes you feel like I'm intelligent, and you can easily make a conversation with me. So yeah. Another point is a smile can change your mood. Not every day you wake up feeling all excited about life. Some days you wake up, you're really sad. You don't even know what you're supposed to do. But if you smile, it can change your mood, and it triggers the hormones that are natural mood enhancers, like the dopamine, the serotonin. Yeah. So, and also remember, smiling makes you look younger. I've never seen like a person who is frowning all the time and they look young. But if you see a smiling person, sometimes people are like, wow, you look like 18. So makes you look younger. Another point is that smiling makes you healthier. We have the cortisol hormone. If you know, the cortisol hormone is the primary stress hormone, and this can lead to high blood pressure. So if you smile, you are stimulating the natural mood enhancers and suppressing this cortisol hormone, thus reducing your blood pressure. So if you smile, also remember you're also becoming healthy. So I'm going to share to you a few quotes about smiling that you can easily apply. Yeah, remember, smiling is something that doesn't cost anything, but is of high value. Like smiling, when you smile, it's not like you've broken a bank or something. And some researchers say that smiling gives the effect that like as if you've won 25 grand, and like that's a lot of money. So if you smile, you're like rich, even though it's, yeah. Another point is smile is a universal welcome. Like when you smile, you are easily approachable to other people. So remember to always smile. And Mother Teresa said that I will never understand all the good that a simple smile can accomplish. So a simple smile is all that it takes. So that is the end of my presentation today. Remember to always smile. Yeah, thank you. Back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Yvonne. That's fantastic. Simply fantastic. Yvonne just graduated, so you're looking at, I would say, a student, because actually she has not yet graduated, just completed her studies awaiting graduation. So this is really amazing, and we are super proud of you, Yvonne. Keep going. You are a true illustration that young people can do a lot in this business. As a matter of fact, Yvonne is a qualified senior manager, so working towards becoming a director. Good job there, Yvonne. Keep going. And thank you, Jane Hungura, for a wonderful and a very simplified session on digestive health system. I think that's very key to anyone, from children to the elderly. So we started with the ladies, and now we want to go to gentlemen. Ladies first, then now gentlemen can come in. And I don't want to add more on what the first speakers have said so far. I will only say what Yvonne has finished with is so critical, because it is the bridge that now connects you into the step of sponsoring. Because we want to build a very big team, but you cannot build a big team by repelling people. You build a team by attracting big people. Our business is an attraction business. You need to put on something that looks nice, because again, the only thing Yvonne forgot to tell us is that if you are looking very shaggy, but you are smiling, definitely they will take you for a mad person. So we need to marry the two, the smiles and the physical look, the attire, how you dress. Someone asked me why I always dress like I do. And I told them that, you have to dress to kill. Fortunately, you won't kill, you'll attract. So that's the way to go. And as business people, we must look very, very attractive so that people want to be where we are. What a point there from Yvonne, that even when things are going haywire and they are not doing well, and you are smiling, and someone is asking you, how is the business? As long as you are smiling, then you tell them it's going crazy. They will always know that it's going crazy upwards. But if you are telling them going crazy, then they know it's going crazy downwards. And even if they were 50-50 to join, not to join, they will definitely now say not to hell with it. They won't tell you, but in their hearts, that is what they will conclude. So that's a very key element of sponsoring. You start by smiling and being very attractive, and smiling also must be connected with your heart and the mind, so that it brings a very positive attitude towards life, towards our business, towards people, and all that. So I don't want to start talking about sponsoring, because I will never stop. And today we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very lucky to have one of the company executives, someone that is really, really down to earth, to see to it that this team, Superstars team, and the Neolive at Lunch in Kenya gets to those high levels where, some countries like Nigeria and others that you mentioned are right now, making steps, making money than you ever thought of. And I tell you, we are very lucky, because he's in charge of almost 10 countries. And so he's bringing that kind of wealth into the team. He's very passionate to see us do sponsoring 10 times than we are doing it now, because he knows the potential that we have. And it is my pleasure now to invite our one and only Vice President, East Africa and West Africa, Mr. AJ. Andrew Johnston, if you can hear me, please, you could take it from there.
Thank you, Joseph. Can you hear me and see me?
Very well, AJ, I can see you, I can hear you, looking great there.
Thank you, so are you. Looking very smart, my friend. Piro's looking very smart as well. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here, because, every day is an opportunity in our lives to either build, to appreciate, to give thanks, and to life is short. I keep having this discussion with a lot of people, and I say, what is it that you want to achieve in life? And most people say, well, they'll see how it goes. And I say, no. I'm a professional network marketer. Like all of you are professional network marketers. Do not underestimate the power of the industry that you're in. And I'll share some numbers with you, because I'm a salesman who loves numbers. I mean, can you figure that out? I'm not an accountant, but I love numbers. And, network marketing is worth 22 billion US dollars a year. Now, times that by whatever, Josh said 100 to get to Kenyan shillings. But let me tell you something now, the numbers are staggering. You're in an industry that is growing. You're an industry that is needed. You're an industry where people look up to for help. That you're an industry that provides, so much to people that they need. So you're in the right place. And then I often say to people, well, if you're in the right place, are you leveraging and are you maximizing your opportunity? And people say to me, well, AJ, what does that mean? So I'll break it down for you because I like to be a practical person. I don't like to theorize too much. I like to bring things into perspective that help people to understand how much money they can make. And you know what? It's not always about money. I get that. But let me tell you, money does make this world go round. Money makes us, it provides so much opportunity for us. It can help our families. It can help us. And let's face it, when you got money, it enables you to do the things in your short life. And what's great about near life is that whenever you reach the stage where you're not that active anymore, you can always pass it on to a family member. So I'm going to talk a bit about sponsoring. But before I talk about sponsoring, I just want to talk about the difference between recruiting and sponsoring. So recruiting is a military term. I'm sure some of you have heard about how the military recruit, right? And for the military, recruiting is a numbers game. You get as many people to join the military so that you can amass many people to swell your ranks and that you have this formidable force that goes out there and defeats the enemy. That's recruiting. It's bringing people into your organization to achieve a certain purpose. However, sponsoring, to me, and no one really has a good definition for sponsoring yet. I hear many definitions, but I'll give you my definition for what it's worth. Sponsoring to me is bringing people into your family, into your team. And that's what we are. We're the Near Life family. We have values that say we're making the world healthier and happier, right? I mean, that's what we want for our families, right? We want health and we want wealth and we want happiness for our families. So sponsoring to me is bringing people in, holding their hand and bringing them into the system and making sure that they succeed. That's sponsoring. Recruiting is simply getting them in, signing them up and saying, bon voyage, and off you go, right? And I prefer the sponsoring route because I think that's a better long-term solution. So, what excites me about Near Life and excites me about everybody on this call is that we have the technology to be able to talk to each other. And I hope that we make notes and I'll tell you why making notes is so important. It's not for the sake of it, but when you write something down, you're forcing your brain in your hands to write something down, and then it goes back to your brain and you crystallize your thought. So please write down what you think is important to you that can make a difference in your life. Now, I don't have to give you all the statistics, but I can tell you we're close to 7 billion people on this planet, all right? And when we talk about East Africa, we talk about Kenya, I think you're close to 50 million people. Let's say 25 million of those people are active. There's so many people on the planet that are looking for an opportunity. So my question to you tonight is, right, how have you positioned yourself in Near Life? How have you positioned yourself? And let me give you a couple of things to think about. Do you want to continuously chase people or do you want people to come to you? That's my question. Do you want to chase people or do you want people to come to you? Now, I would prefer the latter. I would prefer to people to knock on my door and say, AJ, I understand that you're a distributor, a successful distributor, you're a leader at Near Life. I've heard so much about you. I heard about you on social media. I've seen some of your blogs. I've seen some of the videos that you put on YouTube. I want to know more about your business. So I'm going to start off with social media, because I really believe that it's a medium that we don't exploit. Now remember, exploit is not a bad word. Exploit means that you are leveraging an opportunity to your benefit, which means, are you using Facebook effectively? Are you using Instagram and Twitter effectively? Or are you positioned that people are excited about what they see? Are you attracting people? That's my question. Are you attracting people to you and your business? So my advice is, my dear colleagues and friends and fellow distributors in your life, my advice is, relook your social media profile. And Facebook is the obvious. Try and split the two. I would say have a business page, which is Near Life, and have your personal family page, which is personal. I don't believe that you should try and do two at the same time. Sometimes you want to keep things personal and family. Sometimes you want to keep it just business. So my suggestion is have a Facebook profile that is a business page and talks about the exciting world of Near Life. So what should be on there? I can tell you right now, without even thinking too hard, okay, that your 2-minute story is the most powerful sales tool you'll ever have. It's the most powerful sales tool you ever have. You know why? Because it's personal. It's only your story. No one can have the same story. Some people have similar stories, but no one could ever have the same story as you. Where were you before Near Life? What was your life? What were you doing? What were your circumstances? And then you joined Near Life. And then how did your circumstances change? And, you know, what wealth did you develop? What happiness did you acquire? How did you change the world? How did you make the world a happier and healthier place? If you're a new distributor, it's fine. Everything takes time. A business takes time to develop. There's no instant quick cash or quick instant rewards. When people say to you, do you want to be a millionaire in 5 days? Run for the hills, because it cannot happen. So have a look at your social media. Are people attracted to it? And I can promise you, if you have a low resolution video on your Facebook business page, just talking about your story and how Near Life changed your life, I can assure you people will be attracted to you, especially the young people. Young people, let me tell you, my friends, I'm not 25 years old, but I've got a daughter who's 25 years old. And she says to me, Dad, I don't want to work for a boss. I want to work my own time at my own rules, make as much money as I can, and determine my success. And, you know, as a father, I kind of have a bit of restraint. And I say, my daughter, you know, you must realize that that's an idealistic situation. Then she says to me, Dad, but you work for network marketing. That's exactly what you are selling. And I said, well, you're absolutely right. You know, so network marketing is an opportunity for you to do exactly that. Now, let's go back to sponsoring, okay? And I'll give you some numbers. I do quote Nigeria because they have a very different way of recruiting and sponsoring people. And I don't compare countries. There's not one country that's better than another country. That doesn't exist. But you have countries that do things differently, which allows them to focus and build. So Nigeria last month sponsored 8,120 people in 1 month. Okay. Now you might say to me, well, AJ, you know, they've got a population of 205 million. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about the size of the population. Kenya got a huge population. You've got the people. But let me talk a little bit about their system, okay? They're incredibly focused. They're incredibly focused. They are entrepreneurial by, I'm sure when a Nigerian gets born, at 6 weeks, they're already an entrepreneur. I tell you, it's unbelievable, okay? They grow up thinking that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to turn $1 into $2. I'm going to make money, and I'm going to be the captain of my ship, and I'm going to be the master of my destiny. And they truly are. But what drives them? What drives them to success when it comes to sponsoring and recruiting? And I'll share this with you. And I hope that there's something that you can use in this. The first thing is their mindset, okay? Their mindset is pretty clear and pretty focused. They spend 80% of their time recruiting and sponsoring. 80, my friends, colleagues, and distributors. 80% of their time is spent on recruiting and sponsoring. They go into the markets, they go into the streets, they go into the busy areas, the taxi ranks, wherever people, the rail stations, wherever people are accumulated. And they talk about the opportunity. Some of them have flyers, some of them have the flyers on their phone, and it doesn't matter. They go out there and they actively say, if I want people to come into my business and build a network, I've got to go and get them. I can't expect them to come to me if they don't know about me. I've got to go out and get them. And they do that. And they do it successfully. Their mindset is focused on bringing people and building a team. But they're very astute about what they do. It's not purely about just bringing people in. They talk about the business. They talk about the opportunity. They talk about network marketing that offers a product and a service. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a scam. It's simply amazing products that you can get to people, and you can be part of that growth, and you can be part of that $22 billion. I mean, I don't even know what that is. It's 22 with about 22 zeros behind that, okay? And I feel that in Kenya, for example, the opportunity is so big, and I don't think you realize how big the opportunity in Kenya is for you to get people engaged in network marketing. And I'll say this again, the youth want to be entrepreneurs. They don't want bosses. They want to work their own time. Let me tell you, when I talk to a 22-year-old, it's like I'm talking to someone from another planet. But it's refreshing because they say to me, AJ, the rules have changed. I want to be my own boss. I want to make my own decisions. I want to work for an organization that supports me, that gives me great product, gives me the tools to build my business. And I want to go out there and I want to go and recruit as many 18 to 25-year-olds that I can, because they speak the same language. Young people speak to young people, they speak the same language. My advice is look at the youth and build the youth and recruit the youth and sponsor them so that they can then in turn sponsor the youth. I'm 57 years old. If a 22-year-old looks at me and I say, hey, it's like I'm talking to my dad. Hello, Dad, AJ. They'll respect me and I respect them mutually, but there won't be that immediate, how can I say, that immediate rapport, okay? So when we look at countries like in West Africa, like Nigeria and Ghana, out of those 8,000 people that Nigeria recruited last month, 7,000 of those people were under the age of 25. Those are the numbers, right? And they're not the easiest people to deal with, and I'm very respectful to anybody that's on this call that's aged 25 and under, or the youth. And you probably say, AJ, it's not easy to deal with you at 57. I get it. We're at different ages, we're at different stages of our lives. But trust me, network marketing is about bringing in the young generation who will then bring in the young generation, and they will then develop and grow and build. And here's a couple of things, all right? First thing, discipline is probably one of our most key, you can call it a value if you like, you can call it a mindset, you can call it a way of thinking, a way of doing. But this should be a highly disciplined business. You need to wake up in the morning and say, I am out there to build people and uplift them, but I'm going to bring them in my team and do it at the same time. So look at your cause and look at your purpose again. What is your cause? What is your purpose? Most people want to be part of a big organization that's bigger than themselves, and they feel part of this cause to change things. And your life's not just about money. It's about it's about uplifting people out of poverty. It's about taking the youth and showing them how they can take their natural entrepreneurial skills and talents and take it to the next level, and build and bring people in, and create that excitement, and it creates momentum. And when that momentum gets going, my friends, I can assure you that it just keeps getting, it's like a snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger as it rolls down the hill. So it's about discipline. You need to get to as many people as you can during the waking hours, whether it's flyers, whether it's electronic. I know flyers during COVID might not be the best, because it's, you don't want your flyer lying around and people touching it. But there's so many ways to reach people. But you've really got to take it to the next level. Whatever you're doing on recruiting and sponsoring now, okay, I can assure you that if you triple that, if you take whatever many people you're sponsored or your team sponsored in the last month or couple of months, and you triple it, I can assure you over the next 6 months, you will triple your income, because the numbers all stack up. SBB does not lie. It's a simple network marketing system that the more people come into your business, the more that they sell and move and recruit, so you will benefit from their effort, and so they will benefit from your effort, because you will be a leader and you'll be guiding them and making sure that they do the right things. And so it's a system that works. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that is growing. Do you know that since March 2020, the network marketing and you're in the middle, you're right here. Trust me, my friends, we are not all going to be vaccinated until at least another 2 years. I don't see it happening in Africa. We're going to take a while before we're going to get vaccinated. And a lot has to do with people that are anti-vaccinating. And I respect people that are anti-vaccinated, and I respect people that want to get vaccinated. But let me tell you, next year in 2022, if you're not vaccinated properly, you're going to find yourself being excluded from public places. You may not go to a restaurant. You may not be able to go into a hotel. You may not be able to get onto an aircraft. These are realities. So where am I going with this? Just that we went from sponsoring to vaccination. But I think it's all tied together in the ways of the world and how we. And when I say to distributors, take advantage of the situation. They go, oh, AJ, I can't take it. Jobs or lost incomes. They want to be able to feed their families and pay their houses and mortgages. That's not taking it. It's showing he has a fantastic in front of your face. But let me tell you, my friends from Kenya, and if there's any other East Africans from other countries, okay, your opportunity in East Africa is 10 times bigger than what you think it is. However, you'll be extremely disciplined, and you've got to set yourself extremely high goals. Set yourself numbers. There's a guy called Eric Warra. I think most of you know him. He wrote a book about network marketing. And, people went to Eric and said, Eric, how did you start this? And he said his words were, when I started in network marketing, I thought it was very easy. I would go out there, recruit a few people, and then I could just sit back and relax, because then they would go and recruit people. And then the next thing, marketing company, trying to find this El Dorado, this magic pot of gold, do as little as possible for as much money as possible. He wanted that. He thought it could happen, and it didn't. However, when he was about 25, he decided, I'm not going to make money unless I put my own effort in to create an objective 4-0. And he did. And when he left the house in the morning, he said, Baba, wife, I'm going to go and get 40 going to get rejection. Guy's opportunity was unbelievable. He was signing on close to 5 people every day by seeing 40 people, but he worked out pretty quickly that you can't just sign them up and forget about them. You have to have a system that helps them understand what network marketing is and how you need to hold their hand until they can do what he did, because it is a duplication system as well. So my point is, you know, how industrious do you want to be? How many people do you want to talk to? How many people do you want to sign up? How much money do you want to make? It's an open-ended question, but I can assure you that you are in a space right now where people want to earn more money out of circumstances that were out of their control. And now you must not sit back and wait for this to go by, because I can assure you, my friends, that when we're all fully vaccinated by the end of next year, we're going to get ourselves back into a situation where it's pretty normal like it was. We would have missed the opportunity. And it's a numbers game. The more people that you bring into your organization, the more money you will make. But it's also about leadership. It's also about developing people. It's also helping people to grow and not just leave them, unattended. So I've spoken to you about the opportunity. I've spoken to you about what is possible. I've spoken to you about making sure that you are well positioned on social media. Your page must be attractive. People must listen to your story. It must be from your heart. It must not be longer than 2 minutes long. It must be a low resolution video that people can download easily. They must feel excited. They must feel motivated. Your story is quite simple. It's saying to anybody that's watching it that I was in debt. Look at me now. I'm out of debt. I'm now a world team member. I'm traveling the world and I'm making money, and I've got a great team behind me, and I'm supporting them and they're supporting me. And I'm only going to go forward and I'm going to become the next PT in Kenya. And it all starts with to challenge. The toughest person how can I say, the toughest person to impress is yourself, because you can always say, well, AJ, it's so easy to find excuses. It's so easy to go, well, COVID's not my fault, and I wasn't part of this, and I don't have the energy. I'm saying that you have the energy, you have the focus, you have the determination, you have the discipline. All you got to do is just put it into practice. And your leaders like Josvat and Piros are there to make sure that you take that energy, so much energy, and they turn it into work. They turn it into prospects. And the more successful they are in prospecting and in signing up people, the bigger their teams become, the more energy they get. The more energy they get, the more they recruit, the more they sponsor. The more they sponsor, the more energy they get. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing circle. So in closing, I want to say this. Relook your daily activity. Are you really using those 8 or 9 hours to get people into your business? So are you fetching them? And are they coming to you? Are you fetching them and they're coming to you? Both sides. And I challenge you that you look at how big your team, the team that you want to be. And let me tell you something now, okay? And I'll just point this out to you. We've produced, when I say we, it's not just me, it's a team effort. We've produced 4 new diamond directors in Nigeria, okay, in the last 6 months. Can you imagine? And the sponsoring from them in terms of their recruiting and sponsoring on a monthly basis is huge. It's over 500 people a month. But you have that opportunity in Kenya as well. You have people that have the need, and you have the skills that your leaders have given you. I'm just saying, get your energy up again, get into the game in a big way and build that momentum. And I want you to be healthy, happy, and most of all, I want you to be wealthy, and I want you to enjoy this life to the maximum. So from me, it's AJ. I miss you all. I can't wait to get to Kenya again. I really miss Kenya. I really miss you all, and I can't wait to win a physical space again. I will be in Kenya in the first week of November. I'd like to meet all of you again and get you all, and hopefully, you know, we're in a better space than we can meet and we can shake elbows. How's that? We can shake elbows. We can shake elbows, and then we can talk through our little mosques. But I promise you, even if I shake your elbow and I talk through your mosque, I will still want to connect with you and try and be a part of your life and be part of your success. Asante Sana, I really appreciate this, Josephat and Piros, and I wish you all the best for your team and everybody on the call. I wish you the best for September. Work hard. Month end is coming. Let's get your numbers, qualified title, get your 100 PV, and all the rest that goes with it. Thank you so much, Josephat and Piros. I appreciate it.